here and look again.
That's not right.
What do you mean?
It looks good.
It should be live, right?
Yeah, live. Live everywhere.
Yeah, it should be live on
Yeah.
See, but it looks, look. It makes like a big belly here. And that's, I don't have a big belly. But why does it think it makes it look like it's like a GoPro. Live everywhere. No, that's not it.
I'm showing it. I'm showing it blurry.
Is
that
it blurry?
better?
You guys see me?
It's better. It's better now. I just see it.
The top, it's up here, Ben. You see my fingers now? Guys, we are working on something totally different tonight since I'm here in Savannah. Is that you? So that has a microphone there. How do I get rid of this other stuff? Come here. Well, I can't see the tops now. There you go. Is that you? So that has a microphone there. How do I get rid of this other stuff? Well, I can't see the tops. Oh, wait. See, I'm looking at all this. This is oh, I like that. See, that's a different platform now, T. Since you minimized it. I am sharing, guys, with 3 different. I'm sharing with YouTube. I'm sharing with Facebook and Instagram. This is something. Is it buffering?
Yeah. I'm gonna try on Facebook. It is. I don't know if you're okay. I'm just trying stuff out.
How's it look on you side, guys? Is there any buffering? Tammy, you see anything? Oh, here we go with the light.
We've been having bad connections today. Bad connection.
Yeah, plus it's raining here. Pretty bad.
Make it better?
Was it too dark? They're checking out all the lighting and stuff, so bear with us, guys. I got some stuff that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, no.
They have it. That's. Did it? Huh? Well, what are you talking about, Facebook and YouTube?
Somebody said it's blurry, but it's not on my Facebook.
Yeah, it cleared up on mine and it caught up.
Well, let's see if we can. And that might have, because you do, yours end over here kind of blurs up every once in a while, it freezes. Hope we don't have that tonight, though. Just let us know, guys. Here's the deal, too, because we can see the comments. Plus, it's been raining here. They got some tropical.
Yeah, it cleared up just now. It caught up.
Yeah, some tropical depression going on at the coast here and the ocean. And I guess it's
East.
Yeah, Bob Down says all clear.
Yeah, it cleared up.
There is if you guys know this guy that I'm going to talk about, have him get in contact with me. He plays in the 90s. His name is Carol Shook. He is actually a cousin of mine, and I want to send him a bat, but I can't get a hold of him. He's on Facebook, and I messaged him. He was in that exhibition, and because of that every year, I think he was in that exhibition last year in Vegas. His name is Carol Shook, who is my grandfather's name is Carol Shook, and found out through Ancestry that and I contacted him last year. I seen him at Vegas last year, talked to him a little bit, but he's this well-known, very good 90-year-old senior softball player. And you guys know who I'm talking about. A few of you guys probably do. Have him get in contact.
Here this time.
Have him get in contact with me. Have him get
way out the way.
What for the first time?
Yes. I'm way out the way now. I'm way over here.
No, that's not gonna. That's gonna probably last like 5 minutes, and you got to pull all up here. But having get in contact with me, I have a bat coming out. Or we have a bat coming out that I need to get into his hands because he does play that 90, and I want to get an OG to him and let him swing it. I don't know what he's swinging right now or who he's sponsored by, for even if he is, but he plays exhibition games. That 90-year-old Carol Shook is his name. Have him get a hold of me. Sarah, if you're out there watching, which you probably are.
Your best friend? My
best friend. Guys, there was something going on this last weekend a couple of things going on this last weekend at the Smokies, but I'll talk about this one right now.
I got reins on him. Yeah, we all right.
Yeah, kind of hold me
First
back.
Of all, Todd and Sarah put a lot of short porch bats in people's hands.
Yes, first and foremost. But Sarah's a little bit of celebrity. I think she's the one who runs the show over there. So a lot of people.
This bat.
Yeah, you guys saw us hitting in yesterday. If you guys watched Facebook Live yesterday, the kids were using that bat, and exit velo numbers were through the roof, and distance
That was seniors too.
39, 40.
They were BK.
Oh, yeah.
Were all 50s. We
Yeah.
had 50s guys, and we had a pair of 39-year-olds.
Dude, I call those guys kids.
Kids.
They're kids.
Oh, it was a 50-year-old.
Yeah, the 50-year-olds. No,
Brian Klein's
Yeah.
like my age.
40.
He's a kid. I'm a kid. Oh, come on.
dude, I'm like 20 years older than you.
No, you're not old till you can't hit home runs no more.
Tanny,
That's what
are
we're
you
judging
thinking-
by in softball world.
Yes. Yeah, it's too high.
No, it's not. I think it's not. I think you need to go to the HD, the higher definition.
The higher definition?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything higher than that.
All right.
Remember, we went to 720 to 8
Yeah.
to 1080.
We buffering again?
Somebody said on YouTube it was. All you can do is try it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Can we get to it?
That I don't know. I don't know if you can do it while it's not.
Yeah, we'd have to shut it down and do it. But I don't think we can go higher.
Okay.
I think it's already. But somebody was asking about Sarah. Like Sarah was selling. They were selling the Senior Softball Bat Reviews bat, and a lot of people were. Let me explain something about me and Sarah. She is my best friend forever. So yeah, she is. She is my. She is the social media giant that one day I hope to be like, because she does her own thing. If you guys know what I'm talking about, Sarah Cox. She's good at what she does, and she's funny, very funny. Perky. I watch all of her live videos and all of her other videos that she does. But yes, that was in question in the Smokies. You guys were up there this last weekend about me and her. We're very tight. Talked to her a lot when I was down in Florida and when we were here too. So yeah, they're good people right there. And yes, they do promote, short porch and only short porch. That's another thing too that was last week was in question about this. Do they sell any other bats? No, I think they only do short porch bats, right?
At the fields.
Yeah,
I think sometimes you'll
on their
special
website.
orders.
Yeah, on their website they do. That's on the website. They actually have a business that they have.
Yeah, Phantom Sports.
Family Sports. Yeah.
Phantom Sports.
Yeah. That they run there too. So yeah, when they're out at tents, it's usually short porch stuff.
And they're with us in Vegas, selling short porch bats.
Yes,
every year.
every
Yes.
year.
I
Every
lo-
month.
I like hanging out their tent. The tent's pretty, because of Sarah, because she just
I thought you
brings-
just didn't come to our tent because you didn't like Christian.
Why are you poking the bear? Why? See what I mean? You know, that was,
I didn't know. I mean, you didn't say that. I just assumed, you know. So.
I don't see, dude, I tell you what, guys, I was going to be, there's so much shit I could have went off on tonight about, because if you guys have been paying attention to social media, there's a lot of things that have been going on the last 5 days, 6 days. And I get the text messages from everybody, and I try to stay away from them, or Tammy will actually not let me see them. But I will say this: the guys that are doing the talking, and we're not going to talk about, but because it actually brings people to watch their, you know, when you get 6 people watching your podcast, and you've been in it for 5 years longer than I have, then there's a problem. You need to change shit up. And when you get kicked out of a
Only 5
section.
people watch. Nobody knows who you're talking about, Dave. If only 5 people watch, nobody knows.
But
So
no,
let's get on to
they
the
know.
next subject.
They know. See what I mean? See what I mean? He won't let me go off.
Nobody knows
But you
because
won't
only
let me-
5 people
But I
watch.
was getting to something
Oh,
there, man.
You
Okay,
think
I'll-
those 5 people are watching? Okay, y'all 5 people. Sorry, I'll let Dave tell the
Sorry,
story for you 5.
Yeah. I'll just let it go.
My bad.
Got-
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
So that's Jeff's way of saying.
By
this.
the way, we love
let
you,
it-
Christian. We're just joking.
And Christian, I really didn't say
You
that.
didn't
Man.
say that.
I really didn't say that. That was a vicious softball rumor. You guys know about
It was a
softball, right?
vicious softball.
There is always these vicious softball rumors, like the one we've had last weekend.
Matter of fact, Dave and Christian will be manning a tent alone all Vegas all month. I'm
Okay,
calling out now.
Just for the record, that ain't happening. Just for the record, that is not happening.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
It's me and Sarah and Todd. Yeah. I'll hang out with Sarah and Todd.
No,
Yeah.
man. I'm going over with Todd and Sarah. You know, I get to make these calls.
Christian, see, you're gonna have Christian, because tomorrow he ain't had shit going on the last couple of weeks, right? And now tomorrow he's gonna have a lot going on, and I'll be gone. Actually, no, I'll be here, but I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon, so
Yeah, me too.
I'll be back at it with guys next week. They ran through a bunch of rain this last weekend, and I haven't been out hitting, so they're chomping at the bit to start hitting on Monday. But yeah, definitely, there were some things that went on. We're not going to talk too much about it, but I do want to talk about shaving in a minute right here, just a little bit, because we kind of got off the subject. Last month, I don't think we've said anything about shaving, but there were some things that happened in, at tournaments this last couple of weeks. That tournament's going on, guys. And the one thing I will say, it's rampant. It's happening a lot, and there's a lot. Why did that even come up?
It's
Are you
because of my
moving?
hand gestures. The
That
thing
you're
is,
doing?
like, you can use video effect with your hand gestures.
See, but we can't see the comments now. So if I hope I get out. There you
Oh
go.
man.
There's some things that you guys gotta. I do this because I can't say things. Yeah, I know. I can't say things.
You can't say things.
Just there's some things that happened in the last couple of weeks. Just be patient on the process that's going to start happening, and because here we go again, and just wait till the end verdict, and then make your mind up on what's going on with that and watch who you like on this buy selling trade that we have. That actually one of them is a senior softball buy selling trade. Just be vigilant on who you're talking to and their past background, and ask questions. That's the bit we talked about that today. If you were talking about it today about asking questions, guys. Every senior softball player out there that actually wants to purchase something, ask questions and ask other people questions that have dealt with other people that are buying things. And I'm trying to watch the words that I say because I can get in a lot of trouble because of the things that happen. With a lot of things that happened in the last couple of weeks, especially last weekend. And the one thing about anything that happens, we know about it, guys. And that actually wants to purchase something, ask questions.
Oh, my bad. I was pulling
See,
it
I
up.
can't-
See how we look.
Yeah. So, leak the comments. So
Yeah,
just
Facebook is having trouble.
make sure you deal with people that are reputable and you know you're buying good product from them because you don't know what you're buying. eBay especially. Even make sure that when you buy stuff off eBay, if you buy stuff off these pages out there, that even if it's guys, even if it's brand new stuff that's out there that people are selling that are in the wrapper, that are brand new out of the wrapper, you always question things. And I would recommend, and I know Jeff, and it's hard to do this, but I would recommend one thing. If you had a compression tester, and if you buy something that's brand new, do a compression testing on it. But here's the deal. The main thing is I know a lot of people don't have access to a compression tester, but if not, what you need to do is once you hit it about 5 or 10 times and you think something's wrong, then something's wrong. If you're getting that, you know, if you're getting that, are you all right? If you're getting that, that thought like, okay, there's something wrong with this bat, or this performs way too well, you know, always question it and then go out and get it compressed or send it to somebody. Always, another thing too, and I know Jeff will agree with me on this one, is always keep receipts on everything that you buy, the dates that you buy them, and always even text messages. That's another thing too, is text messages, because last night I was talking to somebody here after we got through doing BP, and the big names that are on these bat shavers they don't throw the big names out there, but they'll sit there and say that there's these, I have a list of bats out here going to these people. And this one guy was telling me last night that was, you know, came in here and hit tracks that he knows a guy that talks about. There's big name hitters out there that, you know, will get bats shaved. And I think, and we've been talking about this, but this ain't nothing new, guys. But if you think this shit's going away, it's not. This stuff's just not going away. We just hadn't approached, we hadn't talked about it in the last couple of weeks. I did want to make everybody aware that we're not going to let it go. We're just going to talk about things to get everybody aware of this is going on out there. I think a lot of, you know, organizations are stepping up and doing things to actually get rid of it, or even keep it at a low end where, but it's just something that we want to bring up and let everybody aware of. Hey, this is still going on. Keep an eye out for it and watch who you buy or where you buy your stuff from. That's the biggest thing out there. I think that's it, man, that I have to talk about.
No way, man.
That's it. I think.
What is going on?
Well, here's the deal. The deal is I'm hungry. I haven't eaten any. I haven't eaten anything.
Leslie didn't let you go to dinner before the podcast.
No, she did not. And actually, I think it was a combination of all the news we heard in the last 2 hours and all that stuff that was going on. We got too excited, but they said cut it short tonight. And what we're going to do is we're going to go across the street and eat Mexican food. Is that it? We're going to go across the street and eat Mexican food.
We got the pickle juice.
Oh, that's right.
We got the pickle juice. The pickle juice. Let me get Dave back on track. We are dropping the pickle juice Friday. USSSA 2-piece, 12.75. Sit right there. Guys were in there. What they hit? 112 mile an hour?
They were smoking yesterday with his pickle juice.
Several 400-foot bombs.
12.75 2-piece. This bat is smoking hot.
Kevlar.
Yes, Kevlar. USSSA bat right there. You guys, go back and look at that video of these guys hitting this bat. These 50-year-old kids hitting this bat.
We call him sour pickle. The sour pickle.
See, this is, I don't know where it says drop. Don't be sour. There you go. It's not the sour
He's reading
pickle.
it upside down.
Yeah,
guys,
it's not the sour pickle.
You got to bear with me.
Don't be sour.
Yeah.
Jeff Kaiser names all these bats his own little name, and they kind of take off, kind of like all my bats. Orange juice, you know, the sup bat, You know, it's supposed to be soup, but that's okay. You know,
It's the sup bat.
yeah.
That's where it landed, man. You got to go with it.
Yeah.
You got to
It,
go
well,
with
it took off, man. It's
Yeah,
it's a good
yeah.
it's a
The
good bat.
sour pickle.
It's a good bat.
The sour pickle right there.
This
They were
one,
getting it.
okay.
Killing
When's
it.
this one going out?
Friday, 1 p.m. It goes on the line.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
I was joking about going eating. We've got a lot of stuff to
Yeah,
talk
we
about.
got a lot of stuff talking about. Oh, yeah, we are.
Hold on, before we get to that, I want to show you guys something here. And I thought this was, they brought this out yesterday.
Okay.
And I thought this was amazing. You guys see this? Okay, this is a sling for a bat, right? And you put it on. I told Leslie you put this on our website. And this actually works. It's like a gunsling for a bat. Isn't that badass? And here's the deal too about it. You guys got you can clip clips onto here, hook your glove onto it, and hook your hook your batting bags, gloves onto it. And this thing is, I love this thing. And it's tough.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not nothing that's cheap, but it's tough. And you guys, and I know some of you guys are going to want this because I've seen you guys walking up with a bat and a glove and not have anything hanging up off of it.
Yeah. If you call our office, Miss Leslie will hook you up.
Right there.
You can hook two of those together and carry two.
Yeah. And you can carry two bats, but if you hook two of these together too. But look at that strap. You're talking about some good quality material here. That's what it brought my attention yesterday when I grabbed it. I'm like, this is awesome. Look at this thing. But get a hold of Leslie.
Yeah.
And
Call in here, she'll hook you up.
Hook you up. Kind of going through stuff here. We have a few of these at the warehouse right here. This is the Senior Softball Bat Reviews Bat one piece 12-inch, right?
Yep.
12-inch barrel. There it is, loaded right there. I know everything's upside
Soft
down.
barrel.
Soft barrel bat, guys. It doesn't take long to get this bat going. I will say this about this bat. The way it's loaded, Jeff had listened to me when I was doing my Senior Softball Bat Reviews, and he loaded it the way I like my loads. If you swing a 26, I'll have all these numbers up too, guys. And I don't know where everybody's texting me now.
It was a 9-1 hand weight, right?
Yeah, 919 handle weight. You guys like that little? I like that little higher hand weight. Yeah. The specs on this bat are mine. These are my specs on the bat, the way I like my loads on the way they're being loaded. And it's too blurry. We are gonna fix that too, guys. But it's on the website. It's at Senior Softball Bat Reviews Bat. You guys can see it up there. If you want to go up there, just punch it in. It says, you see that? You can't handle the truth right there. But what if you usually swing a 26, go up to 27 and get this one, because you'll have that 16-9 end load with that 9 on the hands, 9-2 on the hands. I will be posting all of the, because that's one thing I did when I was down here too, guys. And I told you guys this last week was I will be down here doing a lot of the measuring. I actually brought my scale in from San Antonio, and I bought my little
the tape roll. The famous tape roll.
The one thing I will tell you guys that I noticed, and a lot of you guys have been questioning me on, hey, I'm getting different numbers from what your numbers are going to be put out there as. And let me explain to you why you're getting different numbers. Anytime that you, and I'm going to set these over here. Anytime you put a bat, I'm going to show you guys what my scale is and what Jeff's scale is. So you have two scales here. You notice that they're different. Jeff's scale is a lot lower than my scale. So what happens is when you put this tape on all of them, it tends to cock that bat up. So what happens with a lot of you guys out there, and I hope this bat review guys watching me, but I hope with a lot of you guys out there, whenever you have that bat that's resting on that corner, it's going to throw your numbers off by an ounce. So what you want to do is you want to bring that handle up where that end is barely touching in the middle of the scale. So I keep on telling you guys that, but I actually proved it when I was here, because Jeff uses something else that I don't use. And I basically did all of mine on Jeff's scale with this, and their numbers were through the roof.
They want you to show the handle sling again. They couldn't see it earlier.
Oh, the
They
sling?
can see now.
Y'all can see it now. Guys, I think this is badass, and I wouldn't put it up here if I didn't. And I fell in love with it when I seen it yesterday because it was holding the bat that we were doing a commercial on. But this right here, and it's thick, it actually slides in. You know, you can pull it out and connects it with Velcro up here. And what it does is you can carry the bat with you when you go to tournaments.
How many of these do we have, Leslie? Or can have?
We have about 20.
About 20. We have about 20 on hand right now.
And every clip on it's 30. I mean, it's actually made very well. And that's the reason I'm like, this is not cheap stuff here. So what you can do is it's got little areas where you can clip onto, and you clip your batting gloves onto. You can have a little loop that you can put through your glove. And then you can, like Leslie was saying, you can put two of these together, carry two bats. So, and actually carry them next to each other and just walk. And here's the deal. The reason why I think this would fly is because I've seen a lot of you guys walking into tournaments or walking in a league game, just carrying your bat and your glove, and that's it. So I think that would, can you guys see that? I hope you guys can see that. This thing is pretty badass. I do like it. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna go home with me.
It definitely is going on with you.
And then, but look how it's made, guys. This is some tough stuff. And I'd like it. Well, it's like a gunsling. Well, you know me, but I like it because it's something that you want to carry a bat bag around with you. You can just go to the games with, or go to the tournament with. You can carry that.
Leslie's brother Lance engineered that and had them made. It's a pretty cool device. Well, you bring that out already, boy. Just
Well,
quick
what
to
else?
the show. No, it's time. It's time.
No, let's talk about this one a little bit. Or can we talk about that one?
Yeah, you can.
No, we can't talk about that one.
Oh, you're trying to sell me.
The one thing I like about coming up here is the R&D, research and development. Getting in the cage, and you guys saw it yesterday, is getting that hit tracks and just start. Oh my Lord!
Everybody went tumbling.
Getting that hit tracks and start hitting a lot of. That's my fault from banging. Get hit tracks and start looking at exit velo numbers and just start telling the difference. And the one thing about it, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about launch angles, exit velo, and things like that when everybody was in here hitting yesterday.
Yeah, you know, I always tell everybody, and y'all have heard me say it before, launch angles is the number one thing we think that creates like poor hitters from good hitters. And when you see a real bad launch angle over a series of swings, you're just not going to have good weekends across 20, 30 at bats. Most times your average is just going to be low. So, you know, we've seen a lot of guys. Well, we have about 20 guys in here hitting.
Oh, there was a lot.
Yeah, we had about 20 guys in here. We had, hitting all the bats, and a lot of hard swings, a lot of deep shots, a lot of high exit velos, and but the launch angle is something I think if you have a hit tracks available anywhere around you, that's one thing you can go in there and look at that'll really help you. If you want to hit line drives, you want to be 15 to 19. If you want to hit home runs, be 26 to 30. And that's kind of where you need to sit. So
The one thing that I really wanted to look at yesterday was the younger guys. I can't call them kids anymore, but the younger guys that are that with that 100 mile an hour, 110, 112, 114 mile an hour exit velo.
with this.
Yes. And what I wanted to see was on the new OG that is coming out. And this is it right here. If you guys see, it actually has OG on it. So the new OGs that are coming out, and they had a 27. Is that what they had in there?
Yeah, the 27 that we've been running durability check that had 300-400 swings on it. They got in there and they were hitting the holy hell out of it.
And that's what we really wanted to see, because a lot of you guys wanted to see about the durability. So they had one in there yesterday, a 27 that had over 400 swings on it. Sean Thompson was here. He got in there and hit with one of his, and we wanted to see compare the exit velo numbers compared to the first run of OGs, and then compared that to the exit velo numbers of the new OG. Well, they're the same.
They're the same.
Exactly the same, because we keep numbers on everything that we actually do exit velo numbers on. So then we got the young kids, the young guys in there yesterday with that higher exit velo. We wanted to see what they can do and what the durability was going to be. Now, I'm not telling you guys right now, we're not telling you guys right now, you're going to get 1,000 swings out of this bat. Our ideal number is 400. We want to get you, I'm happy. Our ideal number is 400 on those average guys out there, the guys that the most of you guys watching tonight are going to be those guys. Our ideal number is 400. If it gets you up there higher, we got 500 on one of ours that's back at the house. And then if I get on my personal bat, if I get 300 on a top bat, a top tier bat, I'm done. I'm good. I'm happy with that. If I get 300 on mine, I'm actually getting 500 on this one. That's with me, Clem, and Trey hitting it. And that one's my gamer. It stays in my bag. That's why I didn't bring it. But the one thing that we wanted to test is the exit velo. A lot of you guys, what we have done here, and I can't explain why or how we've done it, but we have made this bat more durable with the same exit velo numbers as it was before, the same crack that you guys hear. And if you guys have experienced an OG in the past, you'll know what I'm talking about, because you can hear it. You can hear that bat.
It's loud was it inside?
Oh,
you hadn't hit it inside.
No,
it is insanely loud.
Go listen to, if you guys, because of the sound, if you guys, and I know a lot of you guys can judge a bat by its sound, just go back and look at yesterday's live video. Yeah, my live one from yesterday on the hit tracks, and just listen to and look at the exit velos and listen to everybody going, that is amazing loud. And then whenever they got, you can see whenever it was so loud, we actually got the bat. We actually cut him off at 6 swings. We got the bat, did compression testing on it, tested at 175. So that's what they're getting at. A lot of
surprised even us.
Yes.
Surprised even us.
Because we were like, and then we put it back in there and let the next guy swing it, or we didn't let the next guy, but 2 guys later swing it, and then have him do the same thing. And we checked it. We checked it to see if anything was wrong with it, and nothing is wrong with this bat. It is, guys, it's the same performance. The problem is we don't have a lot of them here because we did.
The whole shipment of them is almost sold out. I think we have 25 and 26s only left. They should land here around Monday. They will all ship out as soon as they hit the store. To all you customers, they will get tracking numbers, as well as the tax man will hit our doors and will ship right out. The OG, Griffin Briscoe was hitting it, guys. Griffin Briscoe won the last 2 BSC home run derbies that I've seen. He was smashing it with it. Well, I mean, we don't even know how many swings. You can go to live and count them.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. And the bat was fine. The bat was fine. It was awesome.
He didn't want to put it down.
Yeah, he didn't want to put it down. And with a bat that just sounds like that, you know what you're getting when it sounds like that.
Yeah. But it's a lot of people were asking, is it the same? It's the same. It has the same performance. We hit them back in San Antonio, and you can see the video too on that. Is we were like, okay, it's exactly the same.
So we've been, and like we said last week, we've been putting out videos for the last few months. It's been the new ones. It wasn't the old one. We just wasn't letting the cat out the bag. It was the one. It was the new OGs.
I wanna put out of the wrapper.
Yeah.
Out of the wrapper, it's
200.
200 out of the wrapper.
Yeah.
There's a couple at 197, but 200 out of the wrapper. And usually what happens is when we get it down to 175, it's good to go. I have one at the house that it's a 150, and it's we'll be hitting that on Monday. If you guys watch Facebook Live on Monday in San Antonio, we'll be hitting that one that tested at 150. We'll be hitting that, and then we have 2 more that tested 175. So the one thing that I want to, because a lot of you guys are going to listen to me and know what I'm saying when I talk about this. I had one guy in there say that if you added a durability to it, that it's not going to be the same in performance. That's absolutely wrong. And I think I said that whenever you guys said that question. And I understand the question. I'm not saying anything bad about the question, because in the past, what a lot of people would do, a lot of companies would do, is to add durability, they would actually add another layer of paint or add another layer of primer on it. We didn't even touch that. We didn't even go to that. We knew what the problem was because of what happened last year. We fixed the problem. Had nothing to do with performance. It had everything to do with durability. It wasn't that we just slapped another coat of paint on this bat. I know a lot of you guys need to know that, because a lot of you guys are questioning, if you get durability, usually what happens, you change the paint scheme. We didn't do that. The paint scheme is the same. We changed something else that was done to it that wasn't supposed to be done to it. We changed that. Still got the performance with a little bit longer durability. Guys, you're not going to get 1,000 swings out of this bat if you're that upper. I would recommend, and I know you guys didn't want to hear this, but I would recommend you guys with that 95, 100 mile an hour bat speed, leave it for the guys that are in that older guys. And I know you're not going to do this. So I just want to put this out there. You guys are going to want instant gratification, right? You're going to want great performance. I'm talking about not just good, great performance. It is the best bat that Short Porch has put on the table to this day. It is the best bat across the board. Performance wise that Short Porch has put on the. Now, a lot of you guys are asking me about the DDT. What about DDT? Is a totally different monster. You cannot compare this to the DDT. DDT swings different. DDT are made for different types of people that like that middle oppo, that pull the ball, that hit that power alley all the way up to center, because that barrel works better for them. But this is a totally different. Yeah,
it's two.
Yeah, it's a two-piece bat. So you can't compare this bat. You can't compare this bat to a one-piece, or, the DDT to this bat, because they're two totally different monsters. They swing two different swings of those bats too.
The whole idea was to put the best one-piece bat and the best two-piece bat in the market.
Yes.
And that's why you have the DDT two-piece and the OG one-piece, is to put the best bats forward, and Spintech for the cutters who like to spin the ball. So we have all these options to help players just perform better in the box, right? And this is why we make a lot of different bats. But overall, if you're just looking for the, just the super performant right out the wrapper, you grab an OG.
And I know a lot of you guys that in that medium high are going to grab this and just go out there and it's going to last you long, it's going to last you a while, but I would recommend, medium to medium, low to low, because we have the ladies out there. Our ladies are swinging this bat too. So that's the
hitting bombs,
Z hit
nothing.
Yeah. 5 foot.
5 foot nothing hitting bombs.
Z, it's not. I didn't say that, so don't take it out of me. Don't take it out of me next. Yeah, 4 foot nothing.
4 foot nothing. Hit bombs with the OG. And,
I didn't say that.
And that's what's up.
Yeah, don't take that on me next week. You don't get to talk to her. You don't get to see her. She's mean. So
somebody said 3rd anniversary wig popper Kevlar this for Vegas. Well, all the Vegas surprises y'all gonna have to wait, but there are some Vegas surprises.
I tell you what, I didn't know. See, here's the deal. This whole time I was here, I'm being surprised by all this mad scientist thinking about stuff that he's been working on but hadn't told me about. But I guess since I'm
some
here,
of it don't work. That's why you never hear about it. Case in point, some of it don't work, right? But some of it does.
Some of it does. And just the brainstorming, like hell, today I think we went to go eat Chinese food and we sat there. Can I say that?
Yeah, okay. You can say that.
All right.
HR said you can say that.
HR, I got it. There's my HR girl right there. I got to ask her.
You just can't talk about guys who work for other bat companies shaving bats and selling them.
Yeah,
you can't talk about
dude,
that.
Really? You keep me from doing that.
Hey, go back to Chinese food.
Okay, Chinese food today.
Back to the Chinese food.
It's good. But he calls us the squirrel. So we were brainstorming, sitting there at Chinese food today, and all this stuff that I'm like, I haven't been informed about this, Jeff, that's coming up in Vegas.
Yeah.
2 things that are coming up in Vegas that are totally ground changing, the different kind of stuff. One of them was my idea, I will say that, but I don't know if that's going to be done in Vegas or maybe after Vegas. And then there's 2 other ones that you can. I know. You are going to do that though. I know
he's trying. He guys, I'll tell you this right now. What he wants is a one-piece DDT, and he knows we can do it. And when and where and when that'll happen is, you know, it hadn't happened yet.
But what about, what can we talk about? Can we talk about, I'm going to try to get these out. Can we talk about the,
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
can
we
talk about
definitely
that?
can. Let's go ahead.
you want to go ahead and talk about that now?
Yeah, we're gonna.
See, he doesn't let me, I got to ask him questions
You
about
go
what
ahead.
we're going to
Talk
launch.
about it.
Okay.
Not gonna be on the OGs.
I came up with this idea about.
Oh, dude.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Okay. We were talking about 2 weeks ago, and Jeff came up, the mad scientist, right? I think he called me like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I think he was getting ready to go to bed or whatever.
Oh, it was right after the time when we sold so many of the OGs and the relaunch had become the #1 selling bat of 2025 senior.
Yeah.
The OG.
The OG.
The OG. Yeah, the OG. Yeah, right after that time, the #1
Guys,
selling bat of
I will say this.
2025.
I would say this. Short porch.
Why? Why is it #1 selling bat of 2025?
This bat right here,
Why?
because it's the hottest bat in the world
Because it's the hottest damn bat ever.
Ever.
There's-
ever. So
You ever seen a #1 selling bat of the year be bad?
no.
No, I was just wondering
No.
if you ever seen that.
This is what he's talking about. This
Yeah.
this bat right here. We just got to talk about.
Yeah.
So what the one thing I will say to all of our supporters out there and all of the reps is we
Thank you.
actually broke a record
Yeah.
last month in bat sales. So we're putting this out with the help of everybody out there, and I do want to thank everybody out there that's out here,
Yeah.
all of our supporters, all of our
Right.
army of
Army hitters.
our army of hitters out there. Our people, the pickup of Rob, I think was one of the best pickups that we had.
Rob's awesome.
Rob, yeah, and all the videos that he's putting out, and all the videos that everybody out there that is affiliated with Short Porch.
Alan Hancock,
Alan
Bob Downs
Hancock,
doing
man.
lives. How about Richard Clem?
Yeah,
All
Rachel
doing live.
Good,
Rachel
Stacy
Good.
Carr. You know, we can't name them all. That's how come I didn't want to name them all,
Yeah,
because we cannot get up there.
I'm
But
trying to run.
well,
through
we
some.
do watch. Here's another thing too about you guys. We do watch all the videos, and we hear what you're saying. And it wasn't, if it wouldn't be, y'all guys are the driving force of doing all this.
May not watch them live, but we watch.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watch them
Yeah.
later on. But I will say this, you know, we broke records last month. We broke a quarter record.
We broke a quarter record.
Yeah.
We broke a 14-day record. Broke every record there
Yeah.
was.
So, and all because, for one, we have great product in our opinion, and we have great people that's working for us. So get back to what the squirrel moment that I just got onto. And
Sorry,
started
throw
going,
you
yeah,
off.
because of you.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to the knobs.
So guess what?
Your
mad
great idea.
And here's the deal about the mad scientist. About, I'm not going to take credit for this one, but the mad scientist calls me, and he's going off at nighttime, and I'm just sitting there and listening to him. And he said, "You know, it'd be a great idea." And this is happening, guys. What I'm going to tell you, you know, it'd be a great idea if we put Spintech on the knobs. And I'm like, I get up and I go, "You got to be kidding me! That's the best idea I think I've ever heard." Because I do hang, and if you guys know, this is how I do my bats, right? I actually tape all of my bats up.
You won't be doing that no more.
Won't be doing that no more. Because what Jeff is doing and Leslie's doing is they're actually adding the Spintech onto the knobs of all the bats going forward now. Now, in my opinion, that is going to give you an edge, because what happens with a lot of when they hang a finger, and if you guys that don't hang a finger, you have to worry about it. But if you guys that do, ladies or men that do hang a finger, what I do is I get torque off of that bottom hand, so I can torque really good with that bottom hand. And I actually think it's going to add a little bit of bat head speed. I say club head speed because
it's not going to slide around in your hand.
It's not going to slide around in your hands. I need to have that.
Not going to
knob.
need to spray the knob.
No.
No.
So I need to have that knob where I do spray my knob and I actually
Yeah.
grip it. But definitely, guys, that is what we're doing. We're thinking all the time, and these little tweaks or these little tuning a bat, I actually think helps with a lot of you guys out there that actually, you know, get that love that dropping that hand and getting that bottom hand of torque on you. I was so excited. Clem will be happy because all them guys, you know, Murray and all them guys, all of my guys that are down in San Antonio love dropping that finger, and I think it's going to help them out. And it's just something that's there in case you need it. You guys want to keep taping it up, that's fine, but it's just something there where it's not going to be too slick on you guys. But I think that's a big plus going forward. And all the bats, right, that are going forward
Yeah,
from here
all
on
the
out?
best. Some of them that are in production now, the mass production of the OGs. I don't know when the switch over will be, but yeah, it's coming on all of them. It's going to all of them right now. All the senior bats, anyway, for sure. There may be some U-trip bats without the Spintech knob, like the milkshake. The next milkshake I know won't have it, but going forward it will. We just have a lot of stuff in production right now where some of them won't have it. Because there is another milkshake coming out this summer. I'm not going to say what it is. Miss Leslie put it together. There's another milkshake coming out. The Oppo Taco, not yet. With that from the two guys who won that one. That's coming behind some of that production, but the banana milkshake I know is in production. I will go ahead and say we got a cool Spanish bat coming out. Can I say that, Leslie? Can I talk about that at all or no?
Just did.
I can't.
See what he does? He does it to me too.
Can I do
He
that?
tells you
Can I
not
talk
to do
about it?
anything, then he goes ahead and jumps in.
We're
and
not
does.
going to get more
Yeah,
into
don't get
that, but we do have a cool Spanish bat coming out. We have a lot of different really cool bats coming out this summer.
Cool bat.
Another we have. We have.
Yes.
We have one I can't talk about at all that Leslie did. She didn't build the bat, of course. Me and Dave did that
Yeah,
shit,
gotta
but
build
she
that.
did the graphics for the Nunez brothers bat,
They better like it. They better
and
love it.
I had no say so. Like,
Nope.
yeah, let me tell you, Jose and Miguel. I don't know, they may not be watching this, but Erica, Leslie, and everybody in here, they absolutely love the Nunez brothers. So when it comes to the artwork, I didn't have any say so. They wanted to work on it, or Leslie wanted to work on it exclusively herself, and it is a cool looking bat. And that bat's going to be dropped. Roberto Manaya, some other surprise drops we're not getting into. Just man, we have the largest production in 3 of our manufacturing sites. We have the largest production going on of softball bats in the history of Short Porch. It's showing our growth as well as baseball bats. So just like always, exciting times to be at Short Porch. And I always say that because it's always exciting, you know.
I don't. Yeah, I listened to it for the last 2.5 days. We're here now, but stuff that, like I was saying earlier, like about that USSSA bat that I didn't even know about, and all of a sudden it's already in production to get sent here. The balanced wig popper, the yellow one, what is it? The Sunshine bat.
The Sunshine.
How many we got left? Do we even have any left?
0. Sold out. Sold out.
We had 5 coming today, and they left real fast, didn't they?
Yeah.
The ones coming today.
Yeah, we had just a couple come to us that were late in manufacturing, and I think they hit the door and shipped out. Christian and Cage sold them within minutes.
Yeah.
With what was left of. I will say, if you're looking for a balanced wig popper Sunshine bat, call Phantom Sports, Headbanger Sports, Smash It Sports. I'm not sure if Bats Unlimited have any, or GS Sports. Check these sites. I know for a fact Smash It and Headbangers probably still have some left. So check them, grab a Sunshine bat. There's a reason why they sold out so quick. If you want to balance Spintech and that genre, if that's something you're looking for, grab it, because it's a damn good bat. And if you're looking for the end-load Spintechs, if you loved our blackout Spintech or whiteout Spintech that is sold out, the Senior Softball Bat Review Spintech, you should look at it. Look at the video from yesterday. That bat is just crazy performing. There's no reason to go out and look high and low for a black or whiteout Spintech when you can grab the Senior Softball Bat Review that has that top tier performance on the Spintech. And if you're just looking for the hottest shit out, just grab the OG because that's the facts.
The cheeseburger.
Oh, we
Yeah,
still have some cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that somehow it got lost in translation. Not many, but we still have a few cheeseburgers.
Yes.
25 and a half, 26 and a half, like half a dozen each. Man, you seen what we were doing with that in Texas when I was out there. We were hitting bombs with that. That was the bat of the day while we were
That
out
is
there.
we're still hitting that bat.
Yeah, that was good.
At a
bat.
175 compression too.
Yeah.
And it's got over 500. You had 300 on it by the time you got
I
to
had
us.
300 on it. It was already broke in. That's why it was really showing out. We had all brand new bats, but the cheeseburger. And when we hit the cheeseburger, we all kept wanting to keep hitting it because it was the one with 300 swings on it.
Yeah.
You know? So, cheeseburger, we were just killing it with a cheeseburger. And, but yeah, I'll tell you, man, you know, to get away from the bats and the pickle juice and the OG, I mean, there's no two better bats than these two right here that are out now. If you're in for a senior or U-trip bat, look at these bats. They are cool. They really perform well. And, you know, we are rocking and rolling onto, you know, to making OGs as fast as we can because we're selling them as fast as we can make them and getting them off the production lines and getting them to our site, getting them out in people's hands. So give us a call. And if you're looking for a weight, the heavier weights, and we don't have one, but give us a call and we'll write down your name. And as soon as we can get them in here, we'll give you a call and let you grab an OG because 27s, 28 sold out quick. They sold out super quick. And we couldn't believe it, all the people who were looking. You know, everybody said bigger guys, but how many 6'4" guys were looking for 28 OGs? They wanted them, right?
Yeah, definitely.
They wanted them.
But one thing that I want to verify too is because I had said about the OG have a balanced feel, it's got a counterweight. So whenever I told you guys when Jeff and Leslie were loading bats, what I told you guys was this is the only bat that I've ever swung that actually has that balanced, I want to say balanced feel, but it performs like a balanced bat. It's like this is the only balance. It performs like a counterweight, and it's hard. The MOI, there you go. Yeah. The MOI is different with this bat because it actually swings light. And that's like I went up to a 27. I love the 27. And when you do weight distribution numbers on, don't get discouraged by the weight distribution numbers. And I know a lot of you guys might.
No.
And I've actually talked to a lot of seniors out there where they're talking about the way it's weighted. I will tell you this: go up an ounce and hold on to it because you're going to get great performance. Great, not just dude. I have never swung a bat like this. This is the best bat that I've ever swung in 15 years. I've been doing the bat reviews. This bat is very hot, and like I tell, we can actually. Only time is going to tell. We'll be making this bat till next year, right? Until something else. Until something else comes around that is going to change this bat. But we hit that plateau where it's a jump ahead of every other bat that we have out there, that anybody has out there. Other than a couple of 3 bats that we have, but it actually is that made that big of a jump where you're going to stay with it and you're going to hit it. I see probably you guys reordering this bat after you start swinging it. I got to get another one. And I told Jeff about this a couple of days ago. You're going to have
everybody's going to be wanting to get 2, 3 of them.
2, 3 of them.
They're going to be scared they won't have one.
Yeah, and it's going to be coming, guys. I know I shouldn't say that, but it's not going to stop. It's going to be something that we have dialed it in perfectly. Right, Jeff has dialed it in perfectly. Leslie dialed it in perfectly on everything. And
best design
they have ever had. And I like the way it swings because you can go anywhere with it, oppo, and hit it with authority. So that's what we're trying to. And another thing too, guys, you got questions? Just text us, text me, get a hold of me, and I'll answer your questions. There's a lot of misinformation out there with everything. There's a lot of misinformation out there that guys, people are talking about. Just get a hold of us, ask us questions, and we'll give you basically the truth about everything that's going on about the bat weight distribution numbers. I will have some weight distribution numbers that will probably be going up on the website this next week when I get back to San Antonio, because that's what I'm doing here, getting weight distribution numbers on all the bats that are out there. The Senior Softball Bat Reviews bat, whenever we start getting all sizes on the blackout, I'll start putting those weight distribution numbers on everywhere, basically. So what we want to have it do is not only on the
I'll send
website,
Dave one of each size as soon as they
And I'll-
land here.
and I'll start doing.
We only had
that's
26
awesome.
and 27
No, yeah,
in here.
in here, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought you guys said you only going to send me 26, 27.
No.
So
the
the 28s and 25s.
we're gonna need a 20, a 28 for Clem, a 25 for Z out there because everybody wants to swing the OG. And you know the whole thing is a barrel that high performing with a bat you can swing faster, and making that all work is what made it a phenomenal design. And somebody was on here asking, will it hit the 52 core ball as good as the short porch ASA? It's gonna be way better than any ASA bat, not just ours. This bat will outperform just about anything if you're just talking about performance. Now we're not talking about Spintech cutting the ball or
I'll tell you how hot this bat is. My crew is going to be competing in a home run derby in the next couple of weeks. When I was coming up here, they said bring back as many as many of the OGs as you can, and I want a 20 Clem. I want 228s. Just bring them back.
Man, no,
Murray Williams wanted 227s, and they're not here. So
be here next week.
That's how good they are, and they're going to compete against a lot of people in the next couple of weeks in that home run derby. And they're saying, get us these bats and bring them back to us and put them in everybody's hands. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll have some people there representing. But yeah, they're pretty awesome, and we have a lot of good stuff coming.
You're asking when is the U-Triple-SA Spintech dropping?
Oh, so the U-Triple-SA Spintech, I would imagine will drop around sometime the 1st of July, 1st to middle of July, hopefully. It's in production. It could be sooner, but I'm hoping some bats coming sooner. But our production is getting larger and larger, and I cannot wait for that bat. That's going to be a big surprise. The first U-Triple-SA Spintech, and man, you guys who are cutters, y'all gonna absolutely love that. And man,
U-Triple-SA DDT.
U-Triple-SA DDT is going to be a month behind that one. So what we're going to do is around the 1st of July, launch the Spintech one-piece U-Triple-SA, and then launch the DDT U-Triple-SA around the 1st of August. And then we will launch while we're in Vegas, just like last year, we're launching the Wig Popper 240. We'll launch while we're in Vegas, the Wig Popper 240. Which will be Spintech also. So that'll be a cool one.
What we didn't do last year that I think we talked about last year we're going to do this year is we're going to take some ASA and U-Trip bats to Vegas with us.
Oh, heck
because
yeah.
What happens with the 40s and a lot of ladies too, what happens with them is they come by the tent and they're looking to see if anybody has any U-Trip stuff or ASA stuff. So we will be prepared this year. And just today we were ordering a bunch of hats and merch to be taken new stuff.
Yeah,
that'll be taken to Vegas with us. So we ordered a bunch of stuff, a bunch of new stuff, because you know us, we don't stay with the same design every time. So we stay with the same logo, but just different colors of her shirts and hats. And I think that's going to be awesome coming to Vegas.
The plain black bat you showed earlier.
Okay, you guys know what I'm going to be talking about? This is called Nunya. And it's a joke, so don't take it personal. Whenever we're doing R&D on bats, this is the way we get them. I can't show that right there, but the way we do R&D on bats is this is how we get them, and we'll do testing on it, and we'll do exhibit, especially here because they got these all around the shop. And if you guys saw the hit tracks back there, it's all computer. Talk about that for a minute.
Well, for any of you who haven't seen our hit tracks, so a few years back after the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series, they had created not just a normal hit tracks like if you went to D-bats something like that.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it's not like that. Once they created one, I don't want y'all to think that we coded the whole thing. We give it the hit tracks. So they had built a hit tracks for the Philadelphia Phillies that had a lot of information in it for analysis. Had a lot of cool stuff. We did put some slow pitch softball stuff in there to help us specifically. but we jumped off what Hit Tracks built for the Philadelphia Phillies, and we had gotten into this building, and we had not me. I had some people come in here and put the Hit Tracks in, mainly like my nephew and my brother Derek, and thank y'all. I think they went up there and hooked it up, and then Leslie, who is a little bit of a computer coder herself. You work with Hit Tracks on getting it all set up, right? As far as, and then calibrating and all that. So she has it in there. It is less than 5% inaccurate, which means on every ratio it gives us, every analysis is at least 95% correct. It's more like 99, but it's guaranteed to be 95% correct. And on exit velo and things, it's dead accurate. I mean, that's easy stuff. What we were seeing was, guys are hitting 450-foot bombs in there, right?
Yeah.
And,
Yesterday.
And with the exit velos and the 110s, I mean, that's not hard to fathom, right? That's accurate. Wouldn't you say that's accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Well, they were hitting exit velos higher than that yesterday.
Yeah.
114, 117.
Yeah, it was running way up there. And, and a lot of those done with the pickle juice guys. A lot of those big numbers was younger guys hitting the pickle juice, right? Some of them are 109, 111.
Yeah, 109 with a pickle juice.
Yeah.
And they're brand new. We just got them in yesterday.
Yeah, we just got them in yesterday. These were brand new out the wrapper.
Yeah,
they had those swings on them. But, we hit a ton of senior bats. When they got in there with OG, it's different.
It was night. It was like.
The computer tells us it's different.
Yeah.
Everything at the field tells us it's different. That the bat's different.
This is what we're talking about, science. Like when I talk about science, this is science in the Hit Tracks. You guys can go in there and look. I actually did a whole video yesterday. You guys can go in there and look, and you see everything in the Hit Tracks. That's science. Now, Bro Science is taking this thing out to the fields and hitting it in the weather, like hitting it in different, different types of conditions, or hitting it with us and having different people with different bat speeds hit these bats. Like if a bat is designed for a lower bat speed, we have lower bat speed guys out there hitting them. We don't put them in the hands of 100 mile an hour and expect to get any info out of it on a lower bat speed guy. We actually have the guys show up with lower bat speeds in San Antonio and Savannah, Georgia, and everywhere. So we'll actually take this black bat, which is a demo, and we already know the specs on it because it's written right here on the handle on what it's supposed to be made for. And we get out there and we hit it in Hit Tracks. They will actually hit it 300 times here in Hit Tracks, and then they send it to us. And they hit it 300. They don't let it rest. They hit it 300 times in a row, check durability, check the way it performs, and then they send it to us, and we get it at 300 or 100, whatever they want to put on. As long as they're satisfied, it goes to us. And then it goes to my crew down in San Antonio, and we hit it for like 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, the OG, we hit it for 2 months to make sure what kind of durability and what kind of distance we're getting on it. And guys, we measure it too. We measure how far we're hitting them down there, and we're doing it because my guys have been doing it as long as I have. They've been hitting bats, and they know bats as long as I have. So we'll hit all the bats. So this is basically before we give them the okay to go ahead and run with this bat. It's got to pass, 3 different areas, Hit Tracks, and then us doing it for like 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, as long as 4 weeks. And then we give everybody the okay, and then they start working with the paint scheme they're going to put on it. So that's basically transparency when we're talking about this, on how a bat is developed and how it works. And guys, there's so much that goes into what we do. You'd be surprised on just hearing us talk about everything. Handle flex, knobs, end loads, how big your end load, how dense mass you have on it, barrel flex, handle flex, everything that goes, weight distribution numbers. I know I'm leaving 2 or 3 out, but this is what we do. And it's like a freaking kid in the candy store when I'm here, because I love doing this stuff. It's awesome to get the feel. How many swings, let's have it break in. I mean, just talking about it this morning, we're hitting another one of those black bats that would blow you away on how it was built.
Oh yeah.
Not like nothing ever out there that was built. And then it was, after we hit it, and then we cut it open, look at the inside of it. So we do all that kind of inspections on it. We have 2 of them, actually. That was the one that we weren't hitting today. So this is what goes on every day here. And then the mad scientist gets all that, and his assistant over there gets all that information, and I'm at home, I'm sleeping, and they're up there analyzing all the numbers to it, and then they're on the phone and talking to people, and then they put it in production, and then they get a few shipped to you, make sure it's spot on, and then what are they doing now? They're getting a few more shipped to them later on, and make sure the run is okay. So from that run, the first batch, I say batch, when they start making them, the first 10 or 12, they'll have
right
them
off
shipped
the
out.
production line.
Right off the production line. They'll box those up and ship them to us. Jeff pays for it, has it shipped over 2-day air.
2-day air.
And has it shipped over to us and to them. And then they start hitting it again, send it to us again. So make sure the final okay is done. We're good. We're going to run with it. So that's basically how it's done here. But there's so much, after what I just said, there's so much more that goes into it because of that, you know, designing the bat, designing the way the bat looks, making sure we got everything in there, the information and everything.
Making sure the material is perfect.
Yeah. And then, that's it. That was the black bat. And you walk around this place and here, there are black bats everywhere, you know, with numbers
How about
on.
all the testing we do? We test more bats at labs than probably any softball bat company in the country, I would bet. We constantly keep the laboratories in business for approval of our models for the future. Some aren't even out. Some are going to come out later this year, next year. What we're doing is, because we're still a younger company than a lot of the larger companies, we're getting models approved for the future, investing in the future. And that's why all the testing bats and the models and the different designs and fast pitch and baseball and softball and, you know, ASA, USSSA, is because we need these models for the future that we don't have yet, you know, and to have advancements in technology, obviously, you know, in the middle of that.
The one thing, like we do cannon testing, we do robotic testing, and we send our product off to a lot of places. I can't get into all of it, but a lot of places that actually get looked at. And like Jeff said today, you know, about asking questions. I mean, we are probably, me too, probably the word. We ask questions on something that we want to learn. So
absolutely
going forward. But yeah, that's what Short Porch is, to actually produce product like that. That you guys want, because we wouldn't be here if you guys didn't want this. You guys want this, right? So you want the different types of bat that fits your swing. It's no, and I've said this for years, guys. I've been saying this for a long time. It's not nothing I just came up with or we just came up with. Is there are bats out there that fit different people, and it's no longer one size fits all, you know. And then they just throw them out there and said everybody can swing them. It's not like that anymore. Our bats are designed.
It's never been a one bat fit all. I don't know why some people said that, right? It never was.
Never was.
It never was.
No.
You know? And for guys to say that, oh man, I want to word this politically correct. You know, but for anyone to say that one bat fits all is it's just not true, guys. It's not true in any sport when it comes to equipment that I know of. When it comes to equipment that helps you be a better at your sport, and not just talking about softball, how could it be a one size fits all? How could you not change your equipment and maybe be a little better? I don't understand why somebody would say that. I don't understand why people would even believe that. It's just no way that's true, you know.
So the day of you walking up to a tent and they have one model sitting there, because guys, I've been there, you know.
Even this bat, which is, Lord knows, it's the hottest thing we've seen, but it's not a one. We would not put this in Brandon Murray's hand. I'm not gonna. I don't want Miguel Nunez to swing this.
It would probably last them 2 tournaments, 3 tournaments.
Yeah, we're not. You know, it's not a one shoe fits everybody.
You guys remember back in the old days, and I'm not going to go long into this, but you guys remember back in the old days where you would walk up to a tent or walk up to a sporting goods store and they'd have one model bat and that was it. They didn't, and then they didn't talk about weight, weight distribution or handle flex or barrel flex. That you just would get one. They thought that was one size fits all, but we don't think that way, right? Because we know about all the handle flex and barrel flex. And then the day of you remember that back in the day too, where they had the pros out there and they're hitting, but what happened through us softball players evolving is we know we're not like them. We know we're not 6'5" or 6'4", 6 foot tall. I'm 5'9", but we know we're not like that. We know we don't have long arms. We know we don't have that fast of hands where
I think
this
he's
guy.
5'10" with his Hokas on.
I
Swear
actually
he
my
is.
brand new Hokas, guys.
He
Check
got
this out.
5'10" with them sweet ass
Look at
Hokas.
it. Look at that. So when you go out there and this guy is up there and he's a pro and he's hitting bombs, people aren't thinking that way anymore. So what Porch did was we don't look at that. We cater more toward, and I know probably gonna get in trouble for this, but we cater more toward the AA and the AAA because that's who need the help. Not saying major plus players don't need help. I'm just saying.
Well, there's a lot more of them.
There's a lot.
I mean, there's a lot more of them.
Yeah.
These are
That's
the
the top.
guys. There's a lot more AA and AAA players.
Yeah.
There are major plus type players.
So your major plus in that category where they got that 100 mile, they can pick any bat up here and swing it, and they're getting a great performance out of it. I'm not downplaying them.
And we have bats for them too.
Yes.
They come in and out, but we
Yeah.
make bats for them too.
So like he was saying, a 100-mile-an-hour guy can pick this bat up and get great performance on it, but it's not going to last. We're here to tell you basically what best bat fits your swing, bat speed, especially height. You talked about height and arm length, weight distribution. That all ties in, and I think we have that formula for that because we're putting out these bats for it. And we talked about the DDT the other day. There's a line of DDTs that are probably going to come out. I don't know if I want to talk too much into this. That Jeff has created a softer barrel DDT. That I was like, you. See, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't
That's
want
all
to go
we're
too far.
saying about
They
that.
asked what the distribution numbers are on that black bat.
On the solid black?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all might not have them.
No, I
Oh,
can
on
actually
this
tell.
one right
them.
here?
This is who would be asking that? Clem? Clem. Okay. Only
On-
Clem would want that because he'd want me to bring it
On a
home. with him.
demo model?
Yeah.
On a demo model. I think it's a 28 though.
Probably just wondering what's coming.
17.6 on the end. 17.6 right here. So I'm thinking it's a 27.5.
It's 26.
9.6 on the hands. So
Might be a 27.5. Yeah,
27.5.
27.5.
that sounds like a 27.5
Yeah,
right there.
27.5.
So you got, I do like those numbers though, especially when
That's
you go
good
up in the
numbers.
weight. Guys, there's nothing too, if you notice about short porch, when they go up in the weight, they do add a little bit of handle weight. It's almost like you're maybe going up 7/10 on the end, 3/10 on the handle every time you go up in weight.
Yeah.
So your end weight's going to be higher, right? Because those guys that want that 28 can handle it. The Clems out there, the Allens out there, the Robs out there, they can handle that big end weight. So why not put more weight on the end when you're going up in weight? Short porch did that a long time ago before I came along. And that's why I like short porch, because they would do that. Not too many bat companies, when they go up in weight, they'll do that stuff. So yeah, definitely that makes it.
That's why our bat was number one, guys.
Yeah.
You said to bring all the 28s home.
Is that Clem out there? Yeah.
Dave, would this bat be number one on the list, or would there be a whole nother list? Like
On
this?
my list, senior softball bat reviews,
it would have a list. I think it's
Man.
a list by itself.
man. If I had my 5 categories, this bat would be number one. Number one on all the 5 categories. This bat right here. This bat would be number one on all 5 categories, but there would be a warning sign on that higher bat speed saying this bat's only going to last you no more than 3 tournaments. So you're looking at 60, 70 swings. And I should say 5 tournaments on this one.
I don't know. I mean, we're talking about Brandon and Miguel.
But we're talking about
They're
25.
they're higher bat speed than even Major Plus.
So you're talking about 25
We're talking about B. Murray.
bats
Yeah.
a tournament. You're talking about 5 tournaments, 100. Well, that's about.
I think B. Murray gets 120 swings on it.
Yeah.
We'll have to test
Yeah.
it with B. Murray. We don't know. B.
So
Murray hadn't hit
there
it.
would
We
be
hadn't let him hit it.
there would be warning signs all over it, and I would actually say
But
in the bat review
I
that
play 50 major plus. Would you say me and Sean have high bat speed?
yes.
High bat speed, yeah, you do.
Hell yeah, we do. And we're not breaking them. Sean's got 400 on his. We're talking about the elite big size
And
guys.
Sean's tested a 175 yesterday.
Yeah. He's been hitting it for a month. Sean's been hitting in tournaments. He's hitting the new OG. All the videos, Sean wanted me to put every swing we
Tammy, grab mine.
um
Don't
No.
don't touch
But-
it.
Sean wanted me to put he said we should put every damn swing me and him from last weekend with the OGs, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we posted 10, 11 swings. Guys, that's 375 ball out there. And
Don't even.
oh,
This is mine.
no, that's mine now.
No,
it's
it ain't.
27. I go,
This-
it stays here.
This is mine. This is the one that we've
Yeah.
been swinging. Go to 500 swings on it, and that's the reason I didn't want him to touch it. But we, us in San Antonio, have over 5
Going to the
on it.
Smokies.
And yeah, you are going to Smokies. Aren't
I'm
you?
going to the Smokies.
Tomorrow.
Playing with B. Murray.
Definitely. The so you and Sean, right?
But yeah, why do you think B. Murray picked me and Sean up? What was the
Here we
difference in me and Sean and everybody else last weekend?
Here,
What was the difference?
because
Leslie?
they were swinging this bat.
We had the OGs. We had the OGs.
That was the difference. So here's the deal. When they asked them, they said, "Hey, we want to take out the Smokies this weekend, but if you're not bringing the OGs, you can't come.
Don't even come.
Don't even come
Look,
if you're not swinging the OGs, because we know how
It was-
good you hit with it back then."
it was a little hard to get us out with the OGs.
I didn't want Jeff to touch that because that's a 27 and his is a 27.
Mighty, that thing looks right.
So yeah, and that is right.
Woo!
That is ready to go.
Shoot.
But that probably will
Like
be
that.
going with Clem, or I might be going with Murray up there.
First of
So
the I think some of them are hitting Wednesday, so I might not be able to get the OGs until by Wednesday.
they're hitting not next week after.
Oh, the week after.
I think they're hitting. The
I
week
thought it
after.
was this Wednesday. Brandon told me it was this coming next.
It might be.
Wednesday. Yeah.
I think it might be this one.
Yeah,
it
it's
this
this Wednesday,
Wednesday?
10th and
Yeah,
11th.
next week.
Yeah, because they're hitting with
So,
us.
yeah, so I don't know how quick they're going to be here. To have them.
So when do you think these are going to be here?
We're hoping Monday. We're gonna
This
land
Monday?
Yeah, and they hit in at Wednesday. So yeah, we'll see. I'll
We'll
know
see.
more.
Well, you know you're going to get phone calls from those guys, right?
Yeah, they want to hit the OG.
Murray and Charlie Mueller, Murray and Clem.
What's OG? Murray needed 27.
27 on all of them, except for Clem. He's probably going to be yelling.
Yeah,
28.
June 11th and 12th.
yeah, that's next week. They may not have the OGs in town.
We'll see how that goes. And is that going to be televised, Clem? Is it going to be on TV?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'll be rooting
We'll
for
see.
you guys. We'll be rooting for you.
Cheeseburger. They'll be getting cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's some cheeseburgers. Hey, I'll be bringing some home of these if you want them.
Clem got 3 of those. Hot as hell. Senior softball bat review bat. Soft barrel Spintech.
Sweet. All right, it's been an hour. I'm hungry.
Yep.
And we're going to go eat because they shut it down early here in Savannah.
Everything closes early.
And guys, it's what 8:30 here.
Yeah.
So we're going to make it. It's time we ate last night.
We're heading to eat.
And I,
Close at 10.
we had after 9 o'clock last
Yeah,
night.
you only got till 10. They'll kick you out at restaurants here. So.
No, they won't, dude. You know, they didn't kick us out last night. So next Monday,
Dave and Buster stays open, so says Cage and Chris Bell.
yeah, we were supposed to go there me and Tam were thinking about going there last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't. We turned it. I was too tired, man. I had to go
Yeah.
home. I had my stomach full. But we're gonna go grab something to eat, guys. Thanks for tuning in,
See you next week.
and we'll see you guys next week. We're going BP live on Monday morning around 9:30, like we usually do, and then we're gonna be doing it again on Tuesday, and we're gonna be hitting a wider range of short porch bats. Thanks, guys.
See y'all.
Tammy, come turn this off for me because I think it's still going.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still out there. How do you turn it off? Do you see an off button?
Just
Whoa.
Is it down there on the bottom right? Okay, that's where it was before.